This is WYGG 88.1 FM, Asbury Park.
We all can agree that raising a family in these times is challenging, with everything being so exposed and accessible through social media and the influence that come along with it. How do we find the balance?
Does your child feel confined and has no outlet?
Sasha, meet me in the bathroom so we can take our Instagram pics, because you know once I get home they won't let me out.
Would your child come to you when they need help?
Mom, I'm in trouble and I don't know what to do.
Do you know the signs when your child is crying out for help?
Mickelson, you don't listen. The school has called me and now I have to attend another school meeting. This time you lose your video games for 2 months.
Do you and your family need access to resources?
I lost my job. How will we get our bills paid?
Does your family have expectations and boundaries for mutual respect and understanding?
I am the man of the house, but my family does not respect me.
Finally, a show where families can feel supported and get resources for guidance during these troubled times. Presented to you by Good News Community Action. Family Matters, a radio show, aired every Saturday afternoon from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. A new segment discussing all things and situations relating to families. Family Matters Discussions, a radio show for everyone to listen together.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Family Matters, presented to you by Good News Community Action every Saturday from 4 to 5. My name's Elna. We repeat the show again on Sundays from 3 to 4. So I'm alone today. No co-host Monty, but he's with us in spirit. Hopefully he'll be able to call in. Today's topic is going to be on health and wellness because it's second Saturday of the month. So, by the way, I don't know if we said it, but happy September to everybody. So we are in full spring of the month of September. A lot of things are happening in September. So I want you guys to stay tuned so you can be kept abreast as to what's going on. Our topic today is on health and wellness and living a healthier family life through wellness activities for the family. Bonsoir tout le monde, bienvenue dans Affaires Famille, présenté par vous de Good News Community Action chaque samedi 4 pour 5 heures, répété encore dimanche 3 heures pour 4 heures. Moi c'est Elna, moi pourquoi aujourd'hui mardi pas ensemble avec nous, mais ensemble avec nous dans esprit. Jeudi à ce deuxième samedi, so nous va discuter santé avec bien-être. Sujet nous c'est vivons la vie famille qui pie en santé à travers activité bien-être. Pour tout le monde qui réjouit ensemble. So here are the ways to listen to the program. If you are on the website, you can go to goodnewsradiotv.com or on Facebook, WYGG Good News Radio, or on the telephone 518-906-1596. And remember, if you are listening on Facebook or online, on YouTube, please leave us a comment, like us, thumbs up, follow us. And if you'd like to support this program, we would like for you to go to WYGG Good News Radio Community Action Network on the website and click on the donate button, and then you'll follow the prompts where you can use Cash App to donate to the radio station. And we are looking for sponsors for this program and all the programs presented to you here at Good News Radio. And remember that no donation is too big or small, and no time is too big or small when you are donating your time and resources for community networking and uplifting situations. It's always a good thing. You'll feel good about it, and everyone else will feel good about it knowing that you care. Again, we like to know if you'd like to know more details about this and you want to give us a call. The number is 732-775-0220, or you can just simply ask us how to donate and we'll be happy to tell you how to do that. So, Lina Ouvri-Kounia, ma pti nou ki jan nou ka tande program nan, si ke nou bezwen tande sou internet lan ou bien sou Facebook, nou ka ale sou internet lan na Good News radiotv.com. Sou Facebook nou ka ale ansama vek YouTube, nou ka ale sou WYGG Good News Radio, ou bien si nou vle rele ligne téléphone nan se 518-906-1596. Et puis si ke nou bezwen voye donasyon pou Radio Bonne Nouvelle, nou ka ale sou website lan. Et puis nou ale sou donate, kote li di donner, et puis monte sou Cash App lan, et puis ou ka donner pour radio. All right, so the lines are open for you today to call in. So I am by myself, so I would like for you guys to please call in so we can have a conversation together regarding our topic, which is very good for the community because everybody needs health and wellness in order to live and to thrive, and not only in yourselves, but also in your families, in your community. So this is good content that we have coming forth to you. So we hope that you guys will engage in this conversation today. Again, the number to call in if you want to engage in the conversation or if you have a comment, because I feel like everyone has something to offer. You know, God put us on this earth with purpose and with skills and talents that He has already placed within you. And it is up to us to share those gifts and those talents with everyone else, so that way you will feel fulfilled in your life, knowing that you are doing everything that you can to make this world, and especially closer to home, our community, a better place for everyone to live in. So the phone number for you to call in if you have anything to share, 732-775-0220 or 732-775-0225. I do have a number off air if anyone wants to call and leave a voicemail. You can do that, 908-489-9820. Si ke nou rele jodi pou nou participer nan diskusyon ke nou pral fè de santé, nou ka rele numéro téléphone 732-775-0220 ou bien 732-775-0225. Okay, so we are going to make some announcements, because there's a lot of things, like I said, that's happening. I feel like we've announced a lot of things, like for the Township of Neptune over the past few weeks. So today we're going to announce some things that's happening in Asbury Park. But before I do announce the stuff that's happening in Asbury Park, I participated today, myself and my son. I told you guys that he's part of ROTC. So I took them out today to Neptune Day, where the town came together to celebrate the town. There was a lot of vendors out there, a lot of community leaders out there. The police department was there, the mayor was there, the schools were there, the cheerleaders, the band. I said ROTC was there. There were so many different people. There are people who have businesses and they purchase tables. They were out there selling their goods. There was bouncy houses, lots of fun things for the kids. They had health and wellness from the hospital, Jersey Shore University Hospital, where they did screening for people. And I actually took advantage of getting a screening. So I got my blood pressure read. I got my blood sugar read as well. And they told, they kind of gave me some pointers as to what I need to do, because obviously I'm not a very tall person. and then maybe I have a little bit more weight than my height needs to have. So I need to lose a little bit of weight. So hopefully we can talk about this, because we're going to talk about health and wellness and how we're supposed to take a moment and go for a walk, to relax and to shed some of the pounds. So I have to take my own advice that I'm going to offer to you, is what I was told earlier today. So my blood sugar was good. Everything else was good. It's just the weight. area that's, a little bit troublesome. But, it's because we're all so busy and we don't take out the time to invest in our physical well-being in terms of exercising and eating the things that we need to eat that's not going to cause health issues. So we talked about that last month about what's eating you. Like when you think you're eating food, and the food in turn is what's really eating you, because what we're eating is not so good for us and it's causing us to be sick. So when I was out there at Neptune Day walking around, I came to the table for Brookdale Community College, and the woman there handed me a flyer, and she let me know that Brookdale Community College is now tuition free. That's right, you heard it. I was so shocked to hear this. I did not know this. Brookdale Community College is tuition free. How can this be? When did this happen? Well, this happened not too long ago. So now what they're doing is they're using income for your household to determine whether or not you will be able to attend Brookdale, if that is your choice, to go to a community college where it's not so expensive. You can get the same education. So they're saying that if your household makes less than $100,000 a year, you can go to Brookdale Community College free. Now, let me tell you guys a little bit about my education when I first started off. So after graduating high school, I did want to go to college directly, but at the same time, I kind of thought about how expensive it would be to go to college. And so I decided to go to Brookdale because I knew that it was way less to get like your first few years, like your associate's degree. You can get it for like a fraction of the cost of going to a regular 4-year college and spending all that money when you're getting essentially the same education. Because let's be honest, the first 2 years of college, which is when you earn your associate's degree, you're basically enrolling in general courses, which you should do it at a fraction of the cost as opposed to paying top dollar at a 4-year university where you're basically learning the same things. So the other 2 years, that's when you would get into your core subject matter courses, where whatever it is that you want to major in, that's when you're going to take those courses. So I took advantage of the fact of Brookdale being less expensive. And I enrolled, and I used tuition reimbursement because at the time I was working for Home Depot, and I was able to use their tuition reimbursement program. This was a couple of years ago. I'm not sure if they still do this, but a lot of jobs have what's called tuition reimbursement, where if you work for the company, there's a form that they have. You can enroll in the program that they have for you to be able to they will pay a certain portion of your tuition. You just have to, fill out the form and give them your transcripts or give them your course credits or whatever it is that they require, and then they'll pay for it. So my time at Brookdale, I was able to fund it through working for the Home Depot. So now I was so flabbergasted to find out that tuition free is now associated with Brookdale Community College. So now we have no excuse, young people. When you get out of college, there's no reason why you can't. If you say that 4-year college is too expensive, you can't afford it, and you don't want to take on the burden of a student loan, I totally agree with you. So now you have no other reason not to engage in this opportunity that you have. I wish this was around when I was at the time going to college. Starting off in college, but now you have this available to you. So what you can do to find out more about this is go to brookdalecc.edu/tuition free, and you're going to see the eligibility requirements. It says to be a New Jersey resident or a dreamer for 12 months prior to enrolling in classes, meet the total household adjusted gross income requirement of less than $100,000. I already said it. And then complete a financial aid application. pre-application for federal student aid, which is the FAFSA, which everybody who enrolls in college will have to fill out that form unless you're paying straight out of pocket. And then part-time students are eligible. You can enroll in at least 6 credits at Brookdale for the school year, make satisfactory academic progress. It will continue to be free to you. So I'm going to keep this around. I'm going to keep announcing this because, you know, in this day and age, I think college should be free. I really do. All 4 years, it should be free. I don't think anyone should take on the burden of student loans because it's a forever thing. It never really goes away. And now you know all the fights that's going on in the courts and with Congress and the government and, you know, everybody else who took on student loans. When you're making those student loan payments, they don't go away. Like, instead of going down, it goes up. I don't even know how that happens, but it's not fair. It's not right. So anyways, I thought I'd share that information with you guys. Now that I've done that, I'm going to move on to discussing with you what's happening in the city of Asbury Park. So the city of Asbury Park has a business committee that is looking to connect with all Asbury Park business owners. So if you are a business owner in Asbury Park, they are looking to connect and to partner with you. They have a survey they would like for you to go and complete so you can see all the opportunities that they have for business owners. Si quelqu'un moun ki genyen business dans Asbury Park, si te Asbury Park besoin connecter ensemble avec nous, yo genyen un survey que yo mette sur internet yo, sur website yo pour kal rempli pour yo ka konnen que business ou existe dans Asbury Park et puis yo ba ou tout information qualité bénéfice que yo genyen pour moun ki genyen business dans Asbury Park ou kale dans site of Asbury Park. I'm going to say it in English because, you know, that's in English. You're going to have to type it. cityofasburypark.com/business info. Okay. Also, just like Neptune had their Neptune Day today, Asbury Park is having their Blue Bishop Community Day on Saturday, September 16th, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. It's going to be at 142 DeWitt Avenue in Asbury Park. Même chose que Neptune te fait Neptune Day jeudi, pour citer Neptune, Asbury Park lui-même l'a fait jour communauté 2023, samedi 16 septembre à midi jusqu'à 4 heures l'après-midi. Location c'est 142 DeWitt Avenue dans Asbury Park. Allez participer. Al chercher connaître qui moun qui dans cité Asbury Park qui travaille ensemble avec nous. Y a gagné vendors, y a gagné manger, y a gagné musique, y a gagné un paquet de bagages pour nous carrer jouer, puis y a gagné information tout. Okay. All right. So there's other announcements such as the Senior Freeze program. They're going to have a Q&A session, and this is going to be done by Senator Vin Gopal. This is going to take place on, actually, I think this already took place, but you can reach out to, actually, no, it's going to be from Tuesday, October 3rd. So there was one that took place already. There's another one that they're going to have on Tuesday, October 3rd from 12 to 2, and it's at the City Council Chambers on One Municipal Plaza. If you guys don't know what the Senior Freeze program is, the Senior Freeze program is a New Jersey property tax reimbursement program where the state will freeze the taxes for seniors. So they're having a Q&A, meaning a question and answer session where you can go and ask questions and learn all about it, find out how you can take advantage of this if you are a homeowner in Asbury Park. They're also having another one on, I didn't see this, September 19th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That one is going to be at the Asbury Park Senior Center, 1201 Springwood Avenue, the second floor. And there's another one on Tuesday at 10/17 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the City Council Chambers, First Municipal Plaza. Asbury Park a fait Senior Freeze, ça veut dire que property tax, moun ki senior, pas besoin payer property tax, yo genyen en question avec réponse session qui a fait, yo genyen plusieurs dates, yo genyen yon mardi 3 octobre à midi pour 2h dans premier Municipal Plaza dans Asbury Park. Yo gen yon lot 17 octobre et puis yo gen lot encore 3 octobre, on dit 3 octobre là déjà. OK, 19 septembre, yo gen lot dans Springwood Avenue, dans deuxième floor dans Asbury Park Senior Center qui dans 1201 Springwood Avenue. OK, moi content là ensemble avec nous gagner plus d'informations mais besoin entrer dans sujet moi voulais discuter ensemble avec nous mais comme vous avez fait nous connaître que OK, so dans le mois d'octobre, tout mois d'octobre là 9h à 11h, yo genyen un programme qui a fait qui prend produit dans jardin qui genyen dans Asbury Park 9h à 11h chaque jour dans le mois d'octobre là. Donc à chercher produit gratis. Ça veut dire tout bagay qui yo te grandi, donc toute provision te grandi. Like carrots, squash, cabbage, beets, eggplants. I don't know how to say these in Creole. Tomatoes, tomate, tout bagay yo grandi nan terre. Nou ka chercher yo nan Asbury Park gratis. Mkwe jardin sa li nan Banks Avenue nan Memorial Drive la. Wap wè li nan corner pre Department Police la. Ou kon kote li en face post office la. Okay, so there was something else that I wanted to share with you guys. So there's a company in Asbury Park that's providing free bike lessons to kids. So you guys, if you don't know how to ride a bike or know how to teach your child how to ride a bike, you can go to this company and they will do that for you. So it's the League of American Bicyclists that's providing this service, and it's going to be tomorrow, September 10th at 1 p.m. It's going to be at Sisters Academy, which is 1416 Springwood Avenue. They're going to do that at 1 o'clock. Si ken nou bezon ti moun yo apren monte bisiklet, kondi bisiklet, ou ka mene yo nan Sisters Academy, sa se l'école ki nan 1416 Springwood Avenue. Yap montre yo fè sa gratis. Demain, si Dieu veut, 10 septembre à 1h dans l'après-midi. Okay, so I think I'm done announcing things. This other stuff I'll get to another time. So today we're going to talk about living a healthier family life through wellness activities. Okay, so living a healthier life is easier and it's more fun when you're not doing it by yourself. Let's be honest. Why is it that we don't exercise? We don't engage in good practices of things that are good for us? Because sometimes it could be boring to do it by yourself or to remember to do it, you know, or it's not fun. But if you engage with a group of people that are like-minded, that want to do the same thing, that enjoy doing it, I think it could be a whole lot fun and you could want to do more of it. So that's why I thought it would be a great idea for the family. You know, this is a family program, so everything we offer to you has to do with family. So it would be a great idea for all families to come together and to engage in wellness activities. So this is why we're talking about this. So when everyone works together and make healthy choices, the results tend to be significant and long lasting. And if your family has become too stagnant lately in things, or you're so busy in the things that you're doing, you should take out the time to try some wellness activities so you guys can connect with one another, get to know one another, and just have some fun together. So stay active together, go outside. Staying active is a great way for us to have great physical health. It can also help us to fight stress and anxiety that may arise, you know, because let's face it, life can be a little challenging at times, every day you wake up, it's something's happening, especially if you're parents. You have so much on your plate. You have so much that you have to remember, so much that you have to deal with. If you have kids that you're raising, you got to remember everything for your child. If you have a job, you got to remember everything for your job. If you're a leader in your community, you have all of that stuff too. There's so much. And then you got to remember stuff for yourself, because let's face it, if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be around to be able to do anything for anyone. So we could have so much on our plate that it creates a lot of stress and anxiety. So that's why it's good for us to come together, take out the time and map out a plan of what we're going to do to create some wellness activities so that we can start having wellness to be part of our normal, like a normalcy for us, like part of our daily lives. It's something that we do. It's always on the forefront of our minds. And it's not the last thing that we think about or don't think about it at all. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. So rester active ensemble et puis aller dehors, rester active bon pour santé physique nous et puis li ka aider ou tout combat stress ak inquiétude que famille kon combat ensemble avec expérience que yo gagne de jour en jour. Ti moun yo supposé al dehors pour yo jouer, al fait soleil la tomber sous yo pour yo ka gagner ça aurait les vitamines D qui sorti dans soleil là. Et puis n'a parlé sous ça on l'autre là, vitamine D elle est vraiment important spécialement pour mon noir. N'a parlé sous ça plus tard. Pour ti moun yo ferme électronique yo pour al deyon al jouer al fait ti marcher al réjoui mon qui bon Dieu ba non un bel monde pour nous réjouir, l'eau aller dans plage, regarder de l'eau dans la mer, ou bien l'eau aller dehors, ou regarder ciel là, les températures bon. Tout bagay ça c'est bon Dieu qui ba nous et puis yo gratis nous ka réjouir, nous ka faire aller expériencer yo. So we're talking about, going outside and enjoying the beautiful world that God has created and God has given us to enjoy. So our topic today is living a healthier family life through wellness activities. Sujet aujourd'hui, c'est vivons la vie famille qui pie en santé à travers activités bien-être. So another great way to living a healthy family life through wellness activities is storytelling and listening to jokes. So families can come together and share jokes and stories they know, which is also a great way for you to build speech in your children growing up. And also to help them with public speaking, because at the moment when you're all gathered together, they have the floor and they're speaking, so they're learning how to do this on a small scale so that later on, when they're in school and they have to read a report or they have to make a presentation, they're already used to doing this because this is what you practice as a family. So I remember living in Haiti, growing up in Haiti. I told you guys at the beginning of this program a few months ago that I was born in Haiti and that I came here when I was 9 years old. So I remember growing in Haiti at nighttime, especially. We would all sit in a circle listening to stories. Some stories were a little bit scary, but others had life lessons of morality. It was a great feeling to have, your family members sitting next to you. So even though the stories were a little scary, it was okay. You didn't feel like bothered by it because you had like people that love and care about you sitting right next to you, and you could just cozy up to them. And it was a great feeling of like happiness and love. So it's good to have everyone participating in the storytelling and listening, and kids are learning in that moment great lessons. There were no electronics at that time. I was born in the 80s, early 80s. So yeah, there was no cell phones. So we were less distracted. We had to entertain ourselves. There was no TikTok or Instagram. There was no Facebook or YouTube, you know, because these things, as great as they provide an infinite content of entertainment where we barely have any time to connect with each other, because everybody, even if you're sitting at the dinner table, I don't know if you pay attention to that. I don't even know if you guys sit down and have meals together with your families. We used to do that a lot. We used to make sure that that was something that we did, sit down together and ate our meals together, because of, things are so, there's so much going on. It's more and more difficult to do that, especially when your kids are older. So I do want to acknowledge that it's not that you guys don't want to do that, or you don't have that concept to even implement something like that in your family. It's just hard at times because of everybody's schedules, because sometimes mom is working in the morning and dad works at night. So it could be kind of difficult to do that. Or at the time you're having dinner, your kid is at football practice, or something crazy is going on, or there are music lessons. So it's kind of hard. So sometimes you do have to kind of eat on the go, or grab something and go, or people have to eat at different. So I totally get it. So, but it's good once in a while when you do have that opportunity to do that, and not be inundated or bothered with electronics. Because what I have noticed is, sometimes, even though when people go out to dinner or they're sitting at the table, everyone's into their cell phones. Everybody's looking at their cell phones, flipping through their phone. No one's making eye contact and really engaging in a meaningful conversation and getting to know each other. So I would encourage you guys, when you are gathered together with your families, turn off your electronic devices, or leave them in the car if you can, or turn them off, leave them in your bag. Don't have them around, because if you have them sitting right next to you, you're gonna pick it up. It's out of habit. Just have them hidden so that you can force yourself to look at someone in the eye and have a conversation with them and be present in the moment. Okay, so yeah, I remember doing that in Haiti, just sitting around and being told stories. Some of the stories were funny, some were scary. I don't know if anyone can relate to this. If you can relate to this, the storytelling, I want to hear, about that experience from your childhood or from your life. Or maybe you still do that now. I don't remember a lot of the stories. But if you guys know the stories and would like to call in and tell me one of the stories, like, for example, one of the stories that we would hear was about, oh, let me say this in Creole. Hold on. So, m'dab explique que m'sonje lem te Haiti, nou te kon chita ansam, tout moun ap pataje histwa, bay ti blag, bay ti koze, aswe. Gen kek histwa ki kon fè nou pe, men gen kek histwa ki gen bon informasyon de moralite ke yo te pataje nan histwa. Yo kon di nou histwa, paske nan lè sa, paske se 1980, mde fèt nan 80, konbyen. Nou pat genye elektronik yo, nou pat genye Facebook, nou pat genye Instagram, nou pat genye cell phone, bagay kon sa. So, tout moun te engaje ap konekte ansam avek yon ansam avek lot. So, le nou chita pou nou pale, yon ap gade lot, epi nap fon diskisyon, nap pale, diskite sa nap pataje an. Men kounye bagay yo pa kon sa. So, mdap ankouraje pou tout fami yo si ke le nou vin ansam pou nou manje sou tablan, pou nou mette telefon yo an kote, mette yo nan valiz nou, pinga tout moun tet yo an ba ap gade telefon yo, mette telefon yo an kote, pi yon gade lot nan zye, pale ansam avek, yon ansam avek lot, pou nou ka angaje, pou nou ka konekte ansam avek fami nou, pou nou ka konen ki sa ka prive pitit nou nan la jounen, ou bien le yo l'ekol lan, ki sa te pase nan l'ekol lan. Par kon sa, même madame ensemble avec monsieur tout parler ensemble avec situation que nous expériencer dans travail nous, là nous te aller dans maquette là. Fait connexion ensemble avec you ensemble avec l'autre. Et puis m'd'a expliquer ti histoire te kon ba nous, ti histoire yo kon bien goût. Donc, yo te kon parler non de tonton Bouki ensemble avec Tima Alice. Est-ce que nous songez ça? Si que nous songez ti histoire tonton Bouki, Tima Alice, relève-moi bon mon ti histoire parce que m'pa changer yo parce que ça c'est longtemps m'entend des ti histoire ça yo. Mais m'd'a chercher connaît une autre histoire yo. Et puis gen yo m'songe oui. M'a dit en anglais avant. So, I do remember one of the stories that we used to tell. It's like a folk tale from Haiti. So the characters of the story is Buki or Tonton Buki and Timalis, right? So in Haiti, when you're about to tell like a joke story, you're supposed to start with a phrase called kriek, and when someone says kriek, you respond to say krak, meaning that you want to hear more, right? So when I say kriek, you say krak. Josiah, can you help me with this? When I say kriek, you say krak. Kriek. Crack. Okay. So one day, are you listening to this? Listen to the story. One day, Timalis, that's the character of the story, one day Timalis went over to Buki's house. When he arrived at the farmyard, he was shocked at what he saw. So he watched for some time, what he was watching. So Buki was the other character of the story, was playing dominoes with his dog. And so Timalis said to Buki, "What a brilliant dog you have. He can play dominoes?" And so Buki was like, I don't know. He's not so smart. I beat him 3 out of 5 games already. Did you get that? That was pretty funny, right? Yeah. I mean, did you get the concept?
Yes.
Okay. You got the concept that like the human being is basically saying the dog's not so smart because he beat him 3 out of 5 times. You should have beat him 5 times. Because he's a dog, right?
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
I have another one. You want to hear another one?
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. Click.
Kruk.
Back. Okay, so this is Buki saying, "Did I tell you that Madame Joseph had triplets 2 weeks ago and now she has twins?" And then he responded, Timalis responded, "But that's impossible. How can it be?" And then Buki was like, "One of the triplets is staying at her grandmother's house." So it's no longer a triplet because the other one is in a different vicinity. Oh my God. Josiah, you don't get it?
I did.
Those are the kinds of stories that they would tell us when we were growing up in Haiti. I mean, there were scary ones. There were ones that are like way better than these, but these are the ones that I kind of remember. So, did you find that funny? Maybe you found that funny. Maybe that made you laugh. Maybe that kind of relaxed your face a little bit and your endorphins began to rise when you were laughing at the joke. If you got the joke, maybe we'll come up with some better ones next time. And then maybe it put you more at peace because it wasn't a serious thing. It was obviously a joke, right? So simple things like this can go a long way in helping you to maintain a healthier life. Quand on a discuté, si que ou contende ti comique, ou kon bay blague, ou kon tande histoire qui kon fait que réjoui, ça ka aider ou pour ri, et puis le ri ou après que figure li pa red. Quand y a figure ou commencer détendre et puis ou après endorphine yo commencer monter. Endorphine yo c'est qualité chimique qui en d'accord qui kon fait que en réjoui, qui kon fait nous en bonne santé, qui kon fait nous gain la paix et puis tant que tout bagay bon, tout bagay après aller bien dans moment ça. So ti bagay comme ça, tande un petit blague, font ti ri, un petit histoire qui fait qu'il y a un plaisir. Ça va aider nous pour nous gagner bonne santé. So for example of other things that you can do to help you relax and to help you to take away some of that stress because we work so hard. We really do. Oh my God, every day it's always something. If it's not personally working hard for a house life or home life, you're working hard to earn a paycheck, okay? Or you're working hard to serve the Lord, right? Because there's so many ways that you can work hard. So you owe it to yourself to just like de-stress and relax, right? So you can go on short walks, you can listen to relaxing music, you can play like classical or jazz or even love songs, that are good for relaxing. You can take baths from time to time instead of just a shower. You can read a book, you can listen to a podcast, you can go to the beach and look far at the ocean so you can relax those muscles. Quelques exemples qui jan ke nou ka de-stress. Se pou al fè un ti mache deyo an, koute mizik ki ka ede nou pou nou relax nou. Nou ka koute mizik tankou mizik klasik ou bien jazz. Nou ka tande bon chante tankou ti chante lanmou yo pou ka ede nou pou nou relax nou. Nous prend de temps en temps un livre pour nous lire ou bien écouter un podcast. Yo gen un paquet là sur YouTube. Ça nous voulons tendre, sujet que nous voulons tendre. Nous aller dans la plage là et puis garder bien loin dans la mer. L'on fait ça ou après que on commence à relaxer yeux, miski dans yeux yo à relaxer bien. Yo dit comme ça que l'on garder bien loin, miss qu'on commence à détendre, relax, miss dans yeux yo. Et puis, si que vous faites ça, vous pouvez suivre régulation ça, vous faites 20 à 20 à 20. So, ça veut dire que vous faites ça chaque 20 minutes, vous gardez au moins 20 pieds loin côté et puis gardez pour 20 secondes. Okay? So I was just explaining that remember that when you're looking far away, it actually helps you to relax your eye muscles. It helps them to slacken a little bit, and it really goes a long way in de-stressing you in the moment. And then the standard suggestion is for you to follow the 20-20-20 rule, which means that you do it every 20 minutes. You look at least 20 feet away and for at least 20 seconds. If you ever go to like the boardwalk and look at the ocean, try it. Or even if you're sitting in your living room and you're looking out the window, try that. Try to look at the farthest distance. And then you'll get the same relaxing effect. So, living a healthier family life through wellness activities. By the way, you're listening to Good News Radio, Family Matters on 88.1 FM, Wapta de Radio Bonne Nouvelle, 88.1 FM, Affaire Famille. So make health and wellness a family affair. Working out and eating right can be a tough thing to do, on your own, but when you make it a family effort, everybody's engaged, everybody's doing it, it provides encouragement and keeps you on the right track. Okay. So you can start to create a schedule of healthy activities that you and your families can engage in together. You guys can come together and actually pick out your activities. So it's not like, a hostile takeover or some sort of dictatorship where one person is telling everybody what they're going to do. So you guys can engage everyone in the choosing of the activities. So, faire santé ak bien-être, yon zafè famille, faire exercice ak manger bien, capable difficile si ke wap fèl pou kontou, mais laissez yon famille faire effort ensemble pour nous discuter et puis encourager yon ensemble avec l'autre pour nous ka faire ça. Ou créer un horaire de activité pour semaine que nous ka engager jeune monde, j'ai aussi posé faire exercice chaque yo ka fait 60 minutes dans journée. Grand monde même ou ka fait 2 heures et demie nan semaine nan, jusqu'à 5 heures, 5 heures temps, nan semaine nan, comme activité physique pour ka menen nou nan bon santé. Di non, moi-même, moi, commencer à engager dans faire ça parce que yo dit faut me perdre poids. OK? Si ou même ou gade corps, ou gade qui j'en yé, ou si ou fatigué en pile, avant arriver sous cabane nan dormir déjà bon, ou bien ou font un petit pas qu'on y a sous coûte ou besoin de ou fatigué, ou pas même faire un paquet de marché, même ou qui est fatigué. Ça, c'est quand un bon signe qui dit qu'on ça faut ou besoin de perdre un petit poids. So, si nous faisons marcher chaque jour. Nous faisons un petit marche pour 15 minutes chaque jour, ou bien 30 minutes. Ça, on peut supporter. Vous pas pour le faire un paquet de bagages qui peut le déranger. Un petit bagage, on petit crasse à la fois. Et puis, plus vous faites, vous augmenter, ajouter plus de temps sur ça. Et puis, après, la situation vient changer pour. So, I was just saying that it's a good practice for young people to engage in walking at least 60 minutes a day or do some sort of form of exercise. When they're in school, they are, I hope, right, Josiah? Yeah, you guys, wait, do you guys actually do activities, or is it as long as you change your shoes to sneakers and you sit around on the bleachers? Does that count as participating in physical education?
No,
Tell
they
me.
make you active.
I can't hear you.
They make sure you're active. They're active.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not good. You got to walk around. They don't tell you to walk around the school? Huh?
Okay. I'm not sure if she can hear me, but no.
I can't hear you.
We make sure that you're active and doing everything else with the rest of the class. Making sure that you're physically active and physically healthy is a very important part of your grade in gym or health.
Okay, I don't know what he just said, but I'm sure he was telling you guys to do some physical activities. So, what else was I saying? I was saying that the adults should actually walk or do some form of exercise between 2.5 hours to 5 hours a week. Some sort of physical activity, even if you work out like 10 minutes daily, make that, or 15 minutes daily, to reach that 2.5 as starting point, and then up to 5.5 hours during the week. Whatever you can do, start little by little, and then as time goes on, you can add on to your time, because you're going to start to build up resilience and be able to add more time and more activities that are more rigorous to your regimens, and then you'll be able to support more as time goes. We don't want you to go crazy in the beginning, because some of us are like that, and I'm guilty of this myself. Like we want to get something done and we go full force, full throttle, and we're just, we're gonna do it, and we expect to have results like right away. We're like instant gratification type of people. No, you have to take your time and do it little by little and slowly and build it up, and eventually you will start to see good results. Okay, so the other way you guys can do this and make it fun, living a healthier family life through wellness and activities, is to meal prep your meals as a family. Come together, cook together, teach your children about different types of ingredients and what's good, and what are the good components of each ingredient, and what's good to put in the food that you're cooking, what kind of foods are good for you to eat, so that you're leaving them with some sort of understanding of what they should be eating. So when they're not with you, they're making those healthier food choices, as opposed to we eat pizza all the time, or we eat burgers all the time, or and that's okay, because this is what mom and dad gives us to eat at home, or this is what we eat. So when they go out, that's what they want to eat too. So you guys can come together and choose positive meal prep options and begin to prep your meals. Oh, yeah, and I just said this to set positive examples for your kids, because we always say this on this show: the children are paying attention, they're watching you. What you do in the household is what they're going to set their lives by, okay? So, well, I can't really say that, because some kids would be like, well, I don't like the way my mom does this. I don't like the way my parents do this. I'm going to make sure that I don't do it this way. That's true. That does happen. You know, not everything is going to happen exactly the way we expect it, but for the most part, whatever you're teaching your kids, whatever you're doing, they're going to model that. Okay, because we always say that they're sponges and they absorb everything that you do or say. And then start slowly, but remain consistent in what you're doing. OK, so nou ka prepare manje, cuit manje ansam, chwazi bon manje ki gen bon nutrisyon la dan, epi fè un bon exemple pou timoun yo, paske timoun yo utilize paran yo kom model. So a fè an, so ap diyan, se li mèm yap suiv, se li mèm yap vle fè tou, le yo gran moun, ou bien nan laj yo yan, se sa wap wè ki yo fè tou. Epi komanse douceman, bien piti, mais rester consistant dans sa affaire pour nous avoir un bon résultat. Okay, so we're almost there. Oh, we were talking about vitamin D. Oh Lord, vitamin D. I have to take vitamin D supplements because my doctor told me a long time ago that I was vitamin D deficient. So I have to take the supplements. And so I try to give them to my kids. You know, they sometimes don't listen. But sometimes I get them to take it. It's very good for especially us Black people to have vitamin D in our system. Vitamin D may be the most important supplement you're not taking, or you're not taking enough of it. So when I go to the doctor and he's like, oh, you're low on your vitamin D, he prescribes me vitamin D that I have to get through the pharmacy, and it's like 5 in the container, and I have to take that and then to build up my vitamin D in my system, and then I can consistently go and take the one a day. So the 5 that he gives me is for 5 weeks, and then I have to take the one a day after I'm done taking those 5, and then keep it out, right? So most of us, even our doctors, don't have any idea that we're not taking enough vitamin D, because taking vitamin D may help strip off some of the most common life-threatening illnesses. So vitamin D is best known for building bones and preventing bone disease. Vitamin D has recently been shown to lower the risk of diabetes, hypertension, multiple sclerosis, osteoporosis, memory loss, and several types of cancers. Okay, when I'm telling you this is important. It really is important, people. Okay, and now we are learning that it can help combat the COVID virus. I mean, I didn't personally test this, but we got this from good source from a pharmacist who said that building up your vitamin D can help you to combat the coronavirus, which, by the way, is on the rise again. Okay, so I'm going to say this in Creole. So vitamin D li vraiment important pour nous gagner ça dans système nous comme moun noir, li ka préventer un paquet maladie donc sick, tension, ça les MS là, multiple sclerosis, osteoporosis, ça c'est une maladie qui dans zo, et puis perte de mémoire, et puis cancer tout. Et puis yo dit que li vraiment important pour aider combattre coronavirus là. Et puis nous voyons que dans news là que coronavirus a commencé à monter encore. So they were telling us that the coronavirus infections are on the rise again. So we were learning last week, around August 26th, that there were 17,400 people hospitalized with coronavirus, which is up 16%. Okay. So hospitalizations are up, deaths are up. They're noticing the virus in the wastewater when they go to test them. In the lab, they noticed that there's more of the virus in the wastewater, which means that more people are contracting it again. They said that there's a different variant that's out there. I don't really know the name of it, but the deaths appear to be slightly up around the summertime. So it was around 600 people that were dying from it weekly, and then sometimes it would dip to 500. But around the month of June and July, and the week of ending August 19, they saw that the death rate started to go up to 636 a week. And this information is from the CDC. So what do you do to combat this virus? What we were doing before: wear your mask. Wear your mask. Don't go in crowds. If you go in crowds, wear your mask. Okay, wash your hands. Don't touch your face, your mouth, your eyes. If you're sick, stay home so you're not, giving somebody else something. Don't go around people that are sick. Okay, there are things that we can do, and these are simple things, and it's not like affecting, it's not a detriment to your day-to-day activities. You can do this. Okay, so if you help keep yourself safe, then you're helping keep others safe as well. That's what I like to say. Yo di nou ke coronavirus nan komanse monte anko, gen moun ki komanse ap mouri sou bagay sa anko. So ki sa pou nou fe? Nou gen pou nou evite al kote gen yon paket moun, ou bien mette mas sou figi nou, lave men nou, très suivant. Pa mayen figi nou, pa mayen bouche nou, pa mayen zye nou. Si nou gen symptôme, rete la kay nou, puis gana l'autre kote ensemble avec l'autre moun, et puis bay moun maladi. Puis go partager gode, plat, kiye avec famille. Konnen nou kon di, oh, c'est famille nou ye, nou se même moun, nou gen même microbe yo. Pa fè ça. Il va bon. Parce que nous pas vle, si nous te gen bagay, nous pas konnen nous te gen et puis nous bay famille nou. Yeah, so you guys, I want you all to follow these instructions and keep yourself healthy, because in keeping yourself healthy, you are helping to keep your family healthy. And remember, we're talking about living a healthier family life through wellness activities. Okay, so what did we learn today? We learned to stay active together and to get outside. Okay. We also learned, did we learn to drink enough water? That's very important, by the way. I went for blood work the other day, and I used the bathroom before going. I didn't know that I had to provide a urine sample. And so I was there much longer than I wanted to be. I had to drink water in order to be able to provide them with a little bit of, urine so they can have something to test. So, which tells me that I wasn't drinking enough water. So, you guys, drink water. That's very important, okay? It helps you to stay hydrated. It helps you to function properly, okay? Water is significant in impacting your energy levels, your brain function, your general health, okay? So, if you can think about like everything that goes on in your body, water can help it. Okay. Even with your kids, make sure that they drink enough water because they're active. They're doing a lot of things, they need to be hydrated. Okay. So also avoid too much caffeine, and I'm guilty of this because I have to have coffee in the morning to function, at this point, I think it's an addiction. But I only drink it in the morning. Some people drink it all the time throughout the day. But try not to drink too much of it because it does dehydrate you. So if you drink caffeine, make sure you drink twice the water to offset the caffeine that you're taking in. And then encourage, everyone in your family to eat a well-balanced diet. There's many resources out there for you to be able to know what is a well-balanced diet. So, go and find out this information. There's a lot of you can find it at your doctor's office. You can find it. The schools provide it. Your town can provide that information. The clinics, it's everywhere. Even churches are providing this information now. So you guys have all this info. You can go online, go on YouTube, go on Google, and get this information. There's no reason you cannot say you don't do because you don't know, because information is available at your fingertips. So you do know. So look for it. And then they have it in different languages. So if you don't read English, hit the button to translate it to the language that you are comfortable with. So take time to build community, and avoid social isolation, which can be stressful. Okay, so I hope you were able to gain some information regarding living a healthier family life through wellness. I want you guys to know that it's time for us to go. So I just want to thank you, everybody, for listening to Good News radio station, Family Matters. If you missed us today, you can hear us again tomorrow from 3 to 5 on WYGG 88.1, or go to Facebook, WYGG. And don't forget to leave a comment or like us on Facebook as we build a community of listeners who are actively engaged in meaningful discussions to promote communication, education, empowerment, encouragement, and elevation of our families. Until next time, be well and stay safe, and have some wholesome family fun so you can build family wellness together. Merci tout le monde qui t'a écouté Family Matters ou bien Zafè Famille sur Radio Bonne Nouvelle. Si vous avez manqué, attendez-nous jeudi, on attendez-nous encore demain sur 3h pour 4h sur WY 88.1 FM, ou soit sur Facebook ou bien WYGG. Pas oublier quitter un comment, ou soit remets-nous sur Facebook pendant n'a construit une communauté auditeur qui participe activement dans la discussion qui gagne sens pour encourager communication, éducation, autant encouragement et élévation famille nous yo. Merci beaucoup, aux prochaines fois, et puis moi dis nous bonsoir tout le monde.
Raising a family in these times is challenging. With everything being so exposed and accessible through social media and the influence that come along with it, how do we find the balance? Does your child feel confined and has no outlet?
Sasha, meet me in the bathroom so we can take our Instagram pics, because once I get home, they won't let me out.
Would your child come to you when they need help?
Mom, I'm in trouble and I don't know what to do.
Do you know the signs when your child is crying out for help?
Nicholson, you don't listen. The school has called me and now I have to attend another school meeting. This time you lose your video games for 2 months.
Do you and your family need access to resources?
I lost my job. How will we get our bills paid?
Does your family have expectations and boundaries for mutual respect and understanding?
I am the man of the house, but my family does not respect me.
Finally, a show where families can feel supported and get resources for guidance during these troubled times. Presented to you by Good News Community Action. Family Matters, a radio show, aired every Saturday afternoon from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. A new segment discussing all things and situations relating to families. Family Matters Discussions, a radio show for everyone to listen together.
This is WYGG 88.1 FM, Asbury Park.
même capteur de Mkounia. Pendant qu'on chante à quoi un pile wash, un pile code qu'a brûlé, un pile code, un pile pot qu'a l'ouvrir, mais c'est là nous pillons la parce qu'on va terminer tous ensemble avec nous et quoi déjà fait pour nous. Au nom de Jésus. Alléluia. Là nous prions. Mais toujours tendre. Alléluia. Mais c'est là nous pillons la parce qu'on va terminer tous ensemble avec nous et quoi déjà fait pour nous. Au nom de Jésus. Alléluia. Là nous prions. Mais toujours tendre.